Hello, I'm Gina Adams, and I have the pleasure of meeting Adam Gorlitsky, who holds the Guinness World Book of Records for completing a marathon, the fastest, using a exoskeleton walker. He also is the founder of I Got Legs, which is an incredible nonprofit that aims at helping athletes with physical challenges re-enable and supports through awesome technology, which we're going to get into right away. As I mentioned, I'm Gina Adams, founder of Wareologie and the inventor of Buttons to Buttons. We have been exploring different technologies and bringing amazing people to our house and meeting them at their house. And so thank you, Adam, for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. This down here in Charleston, it's not it's actually pretty nice weather. So
Fantastic. And can you just tell us a little bit for people who don't know about maybe starting with your accident and explaining a little bit about your background, please.
yeah. So I'll be 34 in like a week and a half. So when I was 19. So I'm not sure. Is this going to air
Yeah,
before June 27th?
let's try it. Let's shoot for that.
All right. Well, if it airs before June 27th, I'll be 34 on June 27th.
Cool.
So when I was 19, on the night of December 30th, 2005, I was driving back home from college, and I fell asleep at the wheel while driving back home, and I was in a car accident. I suffered a spinal cord injury, and doctors told me I'd never be able to walk again. I'm what they call a T9 paraplegic, so I'm paralyzed from my belly button down.
Okay.
And so I've been 4 years ago. You had mentioned my exoskeleton. 4 years ago, I started using this amazing piece of technology called the ReWalk Robotic Exoskeleton that allows me to stand up and walk. And since then, that was almost exactly 5 years ago. So for about 4 years, I've been walking 1 million steps within road races throughout the country. I've walked about 50 races and totaled little over 433,000 steps. So still have a very long, but no, it's an incredible piece of technology, and to be standing up and walking again is pretty special.
Incredible. And you were a very active individual, an athlete before your accident. And so in terms of technology, how were you first introduced to this? It seems like such an amazing opportunity. I know the standing wheelchairs are really a game changer for people in terms of just their overall health. And so for you to be able to now exercise and walk, how did you learn about that?
Yeah. So in Charleston, South Carolina, where I live, there's a local spinal cord injury clinic. It's in downtown Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
So I go about once a year down to the spinal cord clinic for my annual checkup. Almost exactly 5 years ago, I was driving. I went down for my annual checkup, and they said, "Hey, we have this exoskeleton program. Do you want to try it out? We think you'd be a great candidate." I used to play basketball back in high school, or pretty much my entire life. I mean, that's my favorite sport growing up was basketball. But I was a big track and field and ran cross country as well too in high school. So it just kind of made sense for me to start using it. I always saw it as a way to walk road races in. From the second that I saw it, I was like, I want to use that to walk road races in. And it's an amazing, but it's an amazing piece of technology. But I started using it at the local spinal cord injury clinic.
Okay, and it's called a ReWalk. exoskeleton?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I guess the technical term is well, ReWalk is the name of the manufacturer.
Correct.
It's a robotic exoskeleton.
Robotic. Okay. And I highly encourage people to go to your Facebook page at I that I got legs,
I
so
got legs.
that you can see, you walking it, because it truly is a really cool machine.
Yeah.
And so I can't imagine that these are very cheap. How,
No.
can you share with us what something like this would cost? Are you comfortable with that? So
Oh
people
yeah. Yeah.
start, saving.
Oh yeah. Totally. So when I was fundraising for my own personal exoskeleton, so almost 5 years ago, it was roughly 80 some $1,000. I believe now they're closer to $130,000 right now.
Wow.
So they're pretty expensive. Health insurance, for the most part, won't cover these exoskeletons. On a very rare case by case basis, will they actually cover them?
Mm-hmm.
The VA though does have a exoskeleton program where they do cover these exoskeletons. But for the most part, these exoskeletons are not covered by health insurance. So,
Right.
they're very expensive. So my organization, through our grant fund, we'll give partial grants, and then we'll come up with like a fundraising strategy type of thing to help that person raise the additional funds. And there's a couple of other things that we're looking into down the road. But for right now, it's grant, to partial grants, and then helping that person fundraise the rest of it. So.
Well, and that's a great segue into your nonprofit, I Got Legs, which congratulations on getting that status, because that's not an easy feat to apply for the nonprofit. So congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
tell us a little bit about the genesis of that.
Yeah. So I Got Legs. We just celebrated our 4th year anniversary back in April. And our mission is to re-enable athletes with physical challenges and support improvements to life-changing technology. So the term "I Got Legs," it just started out as just a slogan that I put on T-shirts to fundraise for my own personal exoskeleton. And then about 4 or 5 months later, I turned that into an official nonprofit.
It's a great name, because it's very, and all your e-wheels and stuff is like, I Got Legs. There's no ambivalent in terms of spelling and different iterations, and it's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's I try to have fun with my cause a little bit. Look, I try, I try to have fun. It's kind of fun to say I got legs, and so it's, but yeah, we celebrate our 4th year. We raise awareness. We have programs that help people like myself, other paralyzed athletes, or other disabled athletes live a healthier lifestyle. So we have like a whole series of like virtual races that we put on, and then we issue grants. But yeah, so through raising awareness, creating programs.
Do you have? That's amazing, and I think that the community that technology has allowed us to create, obviously with COVID-19, everybody's depending on it more and more, right? And so, but it's something that, just the importance of exercise and getting out there, and it's not accessible to so many people, or there's just so many challenges. And so to have a nonprofit like yours that they can ask the questions, they can get inspired. Are you hosting, in terms of the getting all of your, I think you've done a really great job, by the way, for your 1,000,000 steps. You're almost halfway there. I don't know. How many miles do you walk a month?
Well, so I've actually walked. So if you count all my training steps along with my road race steps, I'm at over I think 1.1 million now, which is the most out of any other exoskeleton walker.
Awesome.
So, but training wise, I try to use it 3 or 4 days a week.
Okay.
I walk. Look, I walk about, I'd say about 51 minutes. I average about 50 to, I would say 48 minutes to 55-minute miles.
Great.
So it's so every time I use it, I try to at least walk between 1 and 2 miles at a time. Yeah,
Great. And
it's amazing workout.
it is. And so I see that you participate in a lot of like maybe like local, like 6K, or 5K runs. Is that part of the fundraising that you can do then that goes back to the nonprofit?
Yeah, yeah. So we put on a series of virtual events now. I call it the I Got Legs virtual racing circuit. We have a 5K that we put on, a 10K, which is coming up on Labor Day. We have this other virtual run that's not technically our race. It's on July 4th. But then we also, in the winter, we're going to put on a half and full marathon, a virtual half and full marathon as well.
Okay, so
Um,
the first thing coming up is July 4th that
yeah,
you
yeah,
sign up for, and then Labor Day.
yeah. And I will send you the link to that July 4th race.
Oh yeah, please do, and then we
Yeah.
can share that out with our
You know
friends.
what? Y'all
What
could
do you have
have
to do?
a,
What do you have to do
y'all,
for that?
well, so it's I'm gonna send you the link. It's very easy to sign up, and we're doing groups and teams this year. So y'all can have a buttons to button virtual 5K
Nice.
team,
I
and then we can.
I love,
Yeah,
I run. I mean, I don't like it, but I like
I
to
was
eat.
gonna say you like I mean I can only see like you're not much,
My
but you
head,
look kind of athletic.
my
Yeah, you
head's
look
in
pretty
shape.
athletic.
Yeah, no, yeah, I like to eat, so I
I
run,
do too.
and it's easy. It's you go out, it's there. So what do you and to participate? If somebody does not have the exoskeleton robotic, did I say that wrong again? Yes,
Robotic
robotic
exoskeleton.
exoskeleton. If somebody doesn't have one, can they still participate even if they're in a wheelchair? Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, totally. For anybody that doesn't have an exoskeleton, yeah, you can just push your wheelchair. You can if you have a hand cycle. And look, and if you can't do all 3.1 miles, you can have somebody push you. It's just something to kind of bring everybody together. Part of fundraising and all this is you got to really rally your entire community. So we find that these virtual races are a pretty good way to at least start that all that everyone coming together. So
Yeah. No, and
yeah,
now that
yeah.
they're lightening the restrictions a little bit. We've been meeting in groups of 10. It's nice to see our friends for sure. Now, so
Mhm.
there's that branch of, fundraising. And then you mentioned grant writing, which, that's another pretty arduous task. I am so fortunate to have some interns this summer helping me. We've been submitting some grants
Yeah,
well for our new developments that we're working on.
yeah,
And so do you have a team? Do you have anybody working on that with
yeah.
you, or is that
A
your
little bit. So I'm the executive director. I don't. I have a few volunteers,
great?
and then I have a few board members. So I don't. So yeah, between volunteers and board members, we can handle it pretty well. Now,
Okay.
to scale it on a massive level, we'll have to eventually hire staff and all that, but or more staff. So, but yeah, it's
You're
pretty
at the
good so
first
far.
step. Sorry, I
Yeah,
had to say that.
it
It's baby steps, you got to
is.
get there. So that's awesome. And so people, they can reach out to I Got Legs, and obviously you're very active on social media. There's a lot of information on your Facebook page, but you know is there anything else? I know that you're really passionate about technology, and so could we talk a little bit about that in terms of
Yeah.
any other types of, like your favorite wheelchair, or are there things that you rely on that you think everybody should have?
Yeah. Well, so I guess before I talk about all that, um, yeah, we're now starting. So we, in terms of our grant writing, we
Oh,
give to individuals, for their items of need. So whether it's like a hand cycle or something, a certain kind of wheelchair. And then now there's a couple other nonprofit organizations that we've been giving grants to for some of their programs, which is cool. But now I'm getting other organizations reaching out to me with some really cool technology stuff that we could fund. Yeah, there's this really cool organizations in I think San Diego or somewhere in California. Yeah, they're like want a grant for this like artificial intelligence like navigation system for people who are blind sailors. So it's like yeah, so we got some really cool, and this other guy with like a cool prosthetic that he wants to help that he needs funding for. So yeah, we're like starting to get some really cool projects that are coming through our website now, or through our website, who are reaching out to us, and it's exciting. But I guess in terms of personal though, um, I like to talk to what is your the one guy's name that works for you?
James Murtha, our Chief
Yeah,
Innovation Officer.
who's
Yeah.
also in a wheelchair, right?
So, right, he has quadriplegia. And so I
Yeah.
think I did mention that we're developing a wrist guard of sorts because he relies on those wrist guards, but kind of think oh, Inspector Gadget, like so that he can like grab a fork or he can grab a
Oh, cool.
beer or, it's funny, his birthday is actually July 7th. And my birthday's on Monday. So we're all like this cluster of cancers, but
Oh,
that's another story.
it's like this coming Monday.
Yeah.
Man, we need to we could have like a whole virtual birthday party together.
I know I am trying to have one, yeah, for James in a week or so. But so it's exciting the new developments because we, obviously AI blows me away and what they can do with that. So that sounds like an amazing project that you're
Yeah,
involved in,
yeah.
and
But I like to try out that standing wheelchair, which James he just got that one, right. So yeah,
yes,
I like to see that. Um, but I know I have a couple really cool gadgets.
okay,
Um, uh, I have this one, like picture a unicycle, except with the hand crank, or the foot pedals. It's a hand crank.
sure,
So this unicycle hand crank thing attaches to the front of my wheelchair, and it turns my wheelchair into this optional battery assist hand bike. Um, so I can go like, when it's on full blast or full speed, I can go probably like 16 miles an hour. It's pretty awesome.
that
And
is really cool.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. It's I'll have to send you a link to that as well too.
Yeah,
Uh, that one's called the Baytech Mobility. The Baytech Mobility hand bike attachment. It's pretty awesome. And then my car is, I got a ramp in it that like comes out and stuff. Um, so yeah, I got some pretty cool gadgets.
so you don't transfer into your car, you wheel into your car.
Yeah, well, for the first 10 years post accident, I would actually pick myself up out of my wheelchair into my. I drove this Toyota FJ Cruiser. Have you ever seen those? It's like it looks just like a Tonka truck.
Yeah,
Um,
it's big.
yeah, so I would pull myself up into it, and then my wheels in my wheelchair would pop off, and I would fold my chair, and
Yeah,
I would throw it. I would put my all my wheelchair parts in the passenger seat next to me.
sure.
Um, but about 3.5 years ago, I traded that in and got this uh, minivan. It's a sexy minivan though,
Sex.
and it
Good.
is.
Good.
It's all black. It's got tinted windows.
Okay.
But no, that has this like ramp thing that pops out. And then I transfer out of my wheelchair into the driver's seat, but I don't take apart my wheelchair.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So it's not too bad.
All right.
You know, cause I was like, 3 years ago, I was like, oh man, I'm like getting in and out of my car so many times. This is crazy. And I also needed more room. There's just way more room in this car. So, yeah.
Well, I would love to talk to you all day, and don't go yet, but I do want to kind of wrap up this portion of it because it has been 30 minutes and I want to be mindful.
Has it really?
It has.
Man.
So, but before we go, is there anything else that you would like to share with people about I Got Legs? Because it's just such an amazing organization and you've grown so quickly in such a short period of time. It's amazing.
I think, we're it's a very exciting time for us. We've really are kind of battle tested with all of our programs. I'm very excited with how we've grown our programs and the maturation of them. We've purposely kept them. The first 3 years, we purposely kept everything kind of small.
Sure.
Just to try out some stuff, and I'm excited. We got a cool vision going forward. We're helping out individuals. We're teaming up with other organizations now. But I'm really excited about some of the technology stuff that's kind of opening up now. I'm excited. I think the next 5 to 10 years are going to be fun. So
that's awesome. Well, Adam Gorlitsky, thank you so much. Good luck on making that million step marker. It sounds like you're actually already there though, but this is for races, right?
Yes.
I'm Gina Adams with Wareologie. I invented Buttons to Buttons as a means to help people with dexterity challenges get dressed easily. And so you should go to our website if you would like more information. And please take a chance or a minute and go to I Got Legs. Follow Adam on Facebook and Instagram so we can help support you and support your journey. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I want to see your the shirt. Come on, man. Do you mind showing it to me?
I Got Legs.
No.
The other shirt. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is great. I could see your shirt for the most of the interview. So that's awesome.
I'm gonna put this shirt on.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Thank you.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah. So how many people are you able to help a year in grants? Just depends on what they're looking for. Oh, sorry. You couldn't hear me.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
I was wondering how many people have you been able to help so far? And does it vary with what they're looking for between the bikes and a wheelchair?
So we've so on an individual level, we've given out in terms of grant funds about 45,000 so far.
Wow.
And that's just to individuals. And then this year we're focusing more on other disability-related nonprofits. So this year, right now we're helping. We've teamed up with 2 already this year through our grant fund.
Oh, who is that?
It's this organization here. Both of them are in Charleston. One gives out bikes to disadvantaged kids.
Okay.
So we teamed up on a bike for one of the kids who is disabled, and we got them a hand cycle, which is cool. And then right now we're teamed up. We're doing some fundraising with the Charleston Hurricanes basketball team, or the Charleston Hurricanes wheelchair basketball team.
Okay.
So yeah, we're helping them raise funds for travel expenses for the team. Yeah, and then
you play basketball.
Well, I don't. I don't play in the team yet. They would like me to. So I don't know about you, but I have somewhat of an obsessive personality. So I'm scared that once I start playing like official games, I'm going to get really addicted and then, I'll start.
Up playing basketball though.
I know.
It looks
Well,
really rough. I've watched
oh yeah.
wheelchair basketball.
I mean, it's intense. I mean, it's definitely intense.
Yeah.
But no, I will shoot baskets, in my standard wheelchair. I just haven't played like officially wheelchair basketball. I'm a big fan though,
Okay.
but
Cool.
I'm slow. I can see myself probably eventually playing some games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you definitely should. Okay, so just say, hey everybody, I'm Adam Gorlitsky. You can, say executive director, or no, say you really should play up this Guinness World Record holder. It's pretty flippin'
Yeah.
awesome. And then can you just close your shirt for us? Do you mind
Oh
sharing?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hey guys, my name is Adam Gorlitsky. I'm the founder and executive director of a nonprofit called I Got Legs. We're dedicated to re-enabling athletes with physical challenges and supporting improvements to life-changing technology. Right here, I got on my button-up shirt. This is my favorite button-up shirt. And I got the buttons to buttons adapters on here. And yeah, I'm very impressed. They're very easy to like snap on, and they're boom. Look at this. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. I'm gonna do that again real quick. Sorry.
If you start at the top, it's actually easier because the rest of them kind of fall into place.
Oh, yeah.
So you just say your name one more time.
Hey.
I interrupted you.
That's
You don't
all
have
good.
to say everything. We can chop it up, but.
Cool. Hey guys, my name is Adam Gorlitsky, founder of I Got Legs. We're a nonprofit based out of Charleston, South Carolina. We're dedicated to re-enabling athletes with physical challenges and supporting improvements to life-changing technology. Got on my buttons to buttons adapter on my favorite shirt. I got the I Got Legs too. So yeah, 1 button, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And boom. Yeah, just like that.
That's
It's
awesome.
actually, and I like them because they're very easy to put on. So they just snap right on and off. And me being a paraplegic, I should also mention I'm the Guinness World Record holder for fastest marathon using a robotic exoskeleton. So I have pretty good hand control and use of my hands. But this is absolutely perfect for really anybody that has any limitation with their hands and fingers. So yeah, it's a pretty cool product. So
Thank you, Adam.